Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 291. And if you've been keeping up with the channel, you'll remember that a few days ago I went and picked up $85 worth of penny rolls, or what would that equal? Or 270, wait, 85 and 85? Or, excuse me, or 170 penny rolls from 5 different banks. What I did was I took a bag and I put several penny rolls from each different bank into a bag that I keep by the side of my desk in my office. And that's what we're going to do until I felt it inside there. That's what we're going to do until we're done with the penny rolls in the bag. And I think it's only like 16 left or 15 left or something like that. These are, let me tell you, penny rolls are funny. Oh, look at this one. It has uh, a lot of zinc in this one. These penny rolls here, they're not my favorite as far as antiquity goes, but they're a little wider than all other penny rolls, and everything just the pennies come out so easily with these. But there's a good chance that most of the pennies are zinc. So let's see what we got today. Let me see. Light on or light off? Off. That was too bright. Because I have a second light here. And, I use the same part of my desk that I do for work. I use it for penny roll hunting. I will have to clean it today, disinfect it with alcohol after I'm done with the videos today. Huh. I think that's dirt. Oh, but it does have some nice machine doubling. This is an interesting one. Oh, so that is a die crack. I've never seen a die crack exactly like that. Interesting, because check this out. Where's my little pointer? So let's go a little closer here. I thought it was dirt. So you can see, not there. You can see that the clad is splitting right by the letters over here. And also at the corner. So for whatever reason, the way this penny, the planchet was struck, it split the clad. And you can see the machine doubling on the bottom of the O and the N there. So you got the clad splitting behind the O and the N, and you got the machine doubling on the bottom. All right. It's not worth anything, unfortunately. So it should be interesting to see how much copper is in this penny roll. Doesn't look like much, I have to be honest with you. I mean, there's a couple coppers. You can see them. Oops. Here And that might be it. I don't know if these other ones are copper. I don't think so. Maybe that one over here. That one looks like copper. I mean, we'll find out when we get to it. You know, and the truth of the matter, when it comes to errors, another clad error. Interesting. Again, not valuable. It's just it's a typical spot where the clad breaks. It's down there by the only end of the one, or where you'll see machine doubling. Is this our first copper? I don't know. I don't think so. I knew it. It's an 83. Little too close. We might only have 2 or 3 coppers in this whole. Oh, so like I was saying, when it comes to penny errors, you know, if you have a strong, oh, look at that. What year is this? 2020. That's a. I've never seen one that weak before. So I'm gonna assume that that's a grease strike. I doubt if it's well, I don't know. You know, it really reminds me of the 2024s, the way they have it on the bottom. Oh, this one has it too. Oh, I don't know what causes. I thought it can't be grease because it's on every single one of them. It's on many of them. Excuse me. I shouldn't say every single one of them. So I don't think it's grease. I think it's something else that causes this. You see, it's the same place. And 2024s are known for it. Maybe I'll look it up before I do the short. I mean, if I'm thinking about like what could cause that, you know, and of course the grease is the first thing that comes to mind, but it just seems highly unlikely that it's grease because it happens to so many of the 2024s that it's like, you know, there's no way that grease is on that many of them. You know, you would get a strike on several, but not on hundreds of thousands. You can find a roll that the whole roll has that. Oh, an 82. Is it copper? I don't know. I'll weigh it later. I'll put it to the side. It might be our first copper, but it might not be. So this looks like copper. 79. What a beauty. And it's a beauty on top of it. All right. I'll take that. So getting back to what I was saying before, if you find an error on, I mean, there's errors on zinc sense shields that are super valuable. That's the 2023. We got to look how clean this one is, huh? Just to admire it. It's a beauty. I'm looking for the extra V. I guess down here. I don't think I'll be able to see it without the loop. No. No extra V. So, for example, double dyes, right? When I say double dyes, I mean real double dyes, not machine doubling, not hub doubling. Which I've never really found one before, where you can see it looks like it's stamped twice, right? So, for example, the 1955 has one, and I've seen them sell for upwards of $2,000, right? Depending on the condition, if it's graded and all that. Well, I've never, I don't, I'm sure there is, right? I could look right now. All right, so I'm going to look for double dyes very quickly for zincs, right? Which I'll be honest with you, I don't recall ever seeing any. DDO shield. That's what I'll put. Shield scent. Then I'm gonna go to highest first. Oh, from coin. See, look, I told you. Look, I'll show you. And it's funny. I put shield, and the 55 comes up. So I told you $2,000, right? Let me zoom in a bit so you can really see it. I guess you could see it like that. Now look at that 55. That's a double. And look, it's on all the letter. That's a beautiful, beautiful. I don't even know if he'd take 2,000 for it. I'm telling you. But what we're looking for is a shield like that. Here goes another 55. You see, there aren't any. That's what I'm saying. There aren't any. There aren't any. So forget about it. It would be worth like I'm telling you, it'd be worth like $1 million because it would be such a rare coin. Like that's all I can say. And the funny thing is, I remember these 55s a few months ago was selling for in the 500 range, and they jumped up like 4x since then, since a few months ago. Makes me feel like I wish I would have picked one up. But another 2023. Huh. I don't think that's a V, but there's a little mark here and there's a little mark there. I don't think so, but I'll check it out. No. Of course not. So that looks like a repunch mint mark a little bit. A little bit. It's not a good one. And it's only when I go like this. So it's not a repunch mint mark. I just noticed the shadow when I tilted it. And it made me wish it was a repunch mint mark. And here we're looking for the flare G. I don't think that's a flare G. I will look underneath the loop. It is not a flare G. This looks like a copper cent, huh? Oh, look at that. We've got our first real deal error, and it's not copper. Look at that. I have to look at this under the loop real quick. That is so interesting. Now, and it's so funny that we found this one because I was looking at a similar one to this on eBay the other day. So the beehive era, right, is when there is a dye chip or whatever, disformity of clad or copper in the very first column in the very first bay in between the first two columns on the Lincoln Memorial, right? So that's a beehive. But another beehive that I seen, because remember beehives grow on the sides of houses also, is this one. I'm going to show it to you on eBay right now. Now, but I have to tell you, this is the not. I'm going to show you right now. They do not look this nice. The beehives that they call the beehives with the die chip on the side of the Lincoln Memorial. I'm telling you, I saw them. I was actually looking at these the other day. I can't believe it. And I'll tell you the truth, I bought one. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. Scent beehive. The person had it listed as a die chip, and I noticed that it was the beehive. It took me to, all right, coin errors. All right. I'm on highest first. All right. I have to see the one. Okay, there it goes. Yep, I found it. I found it. Okay. So we're going to start here. This is a nice one. This is like the one that I bought. Where's it at? Okay. Let me go up, zoom out a bit. So, and Eric from keeneEyeCollectables, he taught me this error. And look, they want $30. So it's a $20 error. Okay. And it looks like a beehive, and it's called the beehive. The person had it listed as a die chip, and he was selling it for $3, so I bought it. And it was about like this. I'll show it in one of my future videos. See, here goes another one. They're about $20. When they look nice like this, they're $20. But as you can see, they start getting smaller. And when they get smaller, they get cheaper. Now look, here goes the one we got. And they want $10 for this. And here goes another one. This one is like the one we have. And they want, again, $10. Ours is this big. Ours is this big. This is the nicest one. I'm going to tell you, this is a $20 beehive. I've never seen one on the side like this, and it looks so much like a beehive on the side of a house. Actually, I've never seen. It might be more than 20. It might be $25 or $30, only because it's such a nice example of it. Oh wow, it's so. And I'll be honest with you, it's so nice to find valuable coins, especially when you can identify them. And let me talk to you for a second. Good morning. And this is the thing. Chilly in here this morning. I had to put the heater on. This is the thing about penny roll hunting that you're gonna learn, or you're gonna notice the longer you do it, and that is that you'll find some. So, for example, Pam sent me some pictures of a penny she found with a repunch mint mark, Denver, and really nice repunch mint mark. Like it looked like the Daredevil sign, like two D's next to each other. And I said, it's probably at least a $20 penny, maybe 15, 20, 25, what have you. But still, it's nice to be able to identify it, find it within your hobby. That one there, I'm telling you, it's a $20 penny. All right, are you gonna pay your mortgage with that? No. But as long as you're doing something, it really does validate what you're learning, and that you have the ability to learn. And anyway, so I'm gonna continue. So I just want to, it's kind of cool to be able to do that. Learning the different eras, and then actually finding one every once in a while. That's the second beehive that I found. Like I said, Eric from keeneEyeCollectables, he's one of our members. Here's our second copper. And yeah, And to me, it's nice to belong to a channel where people could come and share their knowledge, right, in a respectful way to help each other, right? So I'm telling you, go to some of these other channels and ask questions, and you're gonna see how nasty and not and really, I hate to use this word, but stupid some of these other people on some of these other channels are. The smart, a lot of the smart ones are nasty, and a lot of the sarcastic ones are stupid. And it's not cool, And I remember, so I was in that same position a year ago, because I wanted to know what I was looking at. I wanted to know right there on the spot, which is why people ask me questions. And if I can answer it, I'll answer it. And if I can show you a tool for you to answer it yourself, then that's what I'll do. And I have instructional videos to show people, to show my viewers. I just want to look at this one again. To show my viewers how to look up some of the errors, or to understand the errors better. So I like to think that this is a play, and we have some really. And anyway, the members will help. Let's just put it like that. So if you become a member, and you can go to keeneEyeCollectables. Also he's very knowledgeable. He's one of our members. He's very knowledgeable. I'm sure he'd also be willing to help anybody. I shouldn't speak for him, but I did. I'm just going to assume that. So, like I was saying, to me, I would think it would be nice. It's a nice place that people can come. And anyway, so I don't even think it, right. So I see the comments down, in the comments below the videos, and I'm beginning to recognize people, right, who've been subscribers, who've been coming here for a while, and they have asked me questions. I've answered them, and they're starting to pick up on the terminology and the lingo, and they seem appreciative, and it's a nice warm feeling, to be appreciated, and to know that we're building something here. That's a nice, very beautiful one. To know that we're building something here that people appreciate. Hmm. It's funny that there's two of them together like that. So this one corroded the other one. Oh wow. Just two coppers. That's all we got. Oh wow. I think this one's copper too. We have to weigh it. All right. So I said I was going to weigh the 82 at the end, and I have that one. So I think so. Okay. So that's what. Let me take it out now, and we'll weigh it at the end of the video. Okay. Oh, look at this. Look how centered it is. You could just tell. Oh wow. It's a Wow. What a shame, man. A centered 82. If this was in nice condition, it would have some good value. But I will put it with the other two. Wonder what happened to these. But it's funny that they're one after the other. You know what I mean? Like if another centered cent. Okay. And another copper. It's funny that they're on the bottom, all the coppers and all that, right? Huh. So we got like 4 coppers now, 4 or 5. Another beautiful 2023. I'm gonna have to check the bottom of the of Lincoln to make sure there's no extra V there. Nope. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, 2000. Is it the 9 or is it the 8? Oh, no, it is the 9. Oh, wow. I haven't found one of these in a long time. I know people hoard these, man. People are not sending those back to the bank. Okay, so now we got the 82s that we're going to weigh. All right, we'll start off with that really beat up one that I'm pretty sure it's copper because it's sintered. And you only really find sintered cents. I think I found one that was a sintered shield. Super dupe, only one out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of pennies. And it's underweight, out of tolerance, but I'm pretty sure it's because it's so damaged. I would imagine. Let me look at this under the loop. It's kind of pretty. It's so weird. It's very odd. So this is an out of tolerance scent. Copper weight is 3.11, and then the tolerance is point. Excuse me. Tolerance is 0.1. It's 0.12. It's 0.12. So out of tolerance is 2 point going downwards anyway. Oh, come on, seriously? Oh, okay. Going downwards out of tolerance is 2.98 because 3.11 minus 0.12 is 2.99, and then out of tolerance would be 2.98. Look at that. It's close, man. Now it's within tolerance. Thanks. Now it's out of tolerance. Stupid scale. But it's really difficult to tell. I'm gonna probably end up putting this in. Want to look at it closer? I'm probably gonna end up putting this into a flip, and I'll put it as 2.98. That's one. It's 1 point out of tolerance. So over here it says 2.99. It still says 2.98. Over here it says 2.97. All right, so I'm going to put it for 2.98. See? Now it says 2.99, the other corner. Dead center is 2.98. All right, so we have an out of tolerance one. Let's look at the next. Oh, this one's even more destroyed. Why did I? Oh, okay. So this isn't an 82, but we want to see if it is centered. So I'm pretty sure it's copper. You see, it doesn't matter how much damage it has. The damage doesn't change the weight. Well, I mean, it's pretty low, so maybe I shouldn't have said that. 302 is very low. Still within tolerance, though. So I guess that's what I meant within tolerance. And then we have this one, which I thought was, which I was pretty sure is copper. So it's either going to be 3.11 ish or 2.5 ish. So it's zinc. Sure does look like copper, man. That meantime, that the 82s, they're so fascinating. Yeah, that has like no zinc look to it whatsoever. So they must have had a whole different process for making the 82s back then. So this is a Philadelphia zinc large date. All right. Well, that's it for the show. I hope you enjoyed it. We got one error, one out of tolerance, and we had a couple other weirdos. And I will see you in episode 292. God bless.